Good morning, Isam. Good to see you again. How are things?
Things are very good, Bram. Thank you very much.
Well, it's been a while. I met you over a year ago, and we had a nice lunch in downtown Walnut Creek as we kicked off this guaranteed income. Just to remind everybody, you were our first recipient of a guaranteed income. You're receiving the Gerald Huff guaranteed income, partially funded by Giselle Huff and the Fund for Humanity. We started off at $50 a week. We started that around May 1st of 2025. And as everybody knows, C4SI guaranteed incomes are funded through its investment pool. And two things about them that no one else is doing, that they're permanent. So you will get this guaranteed income ESOM for the rest of your life. And they're inflation adjusted. So after a year, May 1st of this year, your $50 a week went up by the rate of inflation. You're now getting 51.63 a week, right?
Correct, yes.
And the way it works is that your card is funded with that amount at 5 p.m. Eastern every Sunday. So a couple hours from now, you'll get another 51.63. And over the last 60 weeks, you've gotten over $3,000. So I just wanted to check in with you and find out how it's going. Tell us a little bit about what it's meant to you, how you've been using it, how it's helped you, etc.
It's been a big thing for, not only for me, but for my daughter and granddaughter, because I've been using it with my granddaughter. We get
Mm,
a chance to have meals together, shop together.
nice.
It makes it easy for me to do things like for her birthday. Instead of like just one thing on that day, I kind of get to get her things and do things with her all year.
Yes.
So it's been a big thing for that, and it takes some stress off of my daughter because she doesn't have to do things that I can do for her. Uh, a lot of people may think that $50 isn't a lot, but $50 is a lot when it's coming in on a regular basis every week.
Right.
It's a lot. It makes a big difference. So that's what it's meant to me. I don't get a chance to see my granddaughter as often as I'd like to because she's 16, and you know how
Mhm.
that is.
Yeah, yeah. I got two
I don't
boys in
want
their
her spending.
20s.
Yeah, so I don't expect a 16-year old to hang out with an old man too often, but when we do, we have some extra money to spend to do things. So it's a big deal for me.
Yeah, that's great. So let's talk a little bit about the weekly, right? It's kind of nice that your card is automatically funded. You probably anticipate that. Now everyone's using, so C4Site now has four guaranteed incomes. You were the first at $50 a week, and then we launched a second for $25 a week. Then we launched a third last January for $100 a week, and we just launched our fourth for $42 a week. So all kind of
Hmm.
different
Hmm.
sizes. And we've noticed that
Hmm.
people are using them slightly differently. So the woman in Columbus, Ohio, who I've interviewed, gets $25 a week. She's now getting over 25 because she was inflation adjusted as well. She's basically saving the money. So she's gotten over
Hmm.
$1,500. And she's only spent like 60 of it, but she's saving because
Wow.
she wants to go back to school and she knows she's gonna have to buy books. And so she's basically hoarding the money, knowing that she's gonna have a great use for it. Now you're a little different, I've noticed, right? You basically spend it regularly. Looks like it's basically helping you
Yes,
get through each week, right? You just said you spent it on your granddaughter, but also it looks to me like
absolutely.
you have some needs every week that this $50 helps you with. So maybe talk a little bit about that, about how you've been spending it and how it's kind of meeting your everyday needs.
Yeah. So I decided that I would use the extra money basically to spend time with my granddaughter. So when I'm in Walnut Creek, we get a meal together. We order. She loves Habit burgers, and I like Habit burgers. We
Yes.
do that together. The money the money that is really important to me is because I get to budget around other things that I need to do.
Yep.
When you're retired and you're doing little extra work on the side, uh, then I get a chance to budget for gas for the car. If I know the extra $50 is coming in, I get a chance to budget for that. So instead of spending that with me, and things we do with my granddaughter, I can put that in the gas tank,
Yes.
and that helps me make more money.
Yes.
Yeah,
Right.
so it's not. it's not just that $50. If I put half of that in the gas tank and I work, then I can make like $150 because of that money that came in from the guaranteed income.
Right. Well, that's great. And so tell us a little bit about that. I want to talk about your career because I learned a lot about your career when we had lunch together. But tell us a little bit about what that means now when you say I can put $50 or $25 in my gas tank and then I get to work. So tell us a little bit about the work that you're doing now.
So since I retired, I've become an Uber driver addict. It's become an addiction. I actually need an Uber Anonymous or something to help me stop. I can't stop.
Is that because
I've
it's
I've
good
act-
money? Is that because it's good money? It's helping you?
it's pretty good money. It's helping me a lot, but more than anything else, I've learned more about people than I could ever have learned in any school or college I've been to.
So it's the you like
So
interacting with people.
absolutely, and you know the I have to say, when I first got the guaranteed income, of course, I was extremely happy about it. I didn't know that it was going to have such a big impact for me
Mm,
because, my original thinking was, no, $50 is great. That's great. It's not $1 million, but it's turned out to be compounded more than the actual $50.
talk about that a little bit. What do you mean by
You
that?
know, I mean, well, I mean, like I was just saying, I mean, for example, if I know that I have that $50, I'm like, okay, so me and my granddaughter can do this together. We can order something online for her. We can do this, we can do that. Then that extra money doesn't come out of my pocket.
Yeah.
So ordinarily that $50 would have come out of my pocket. Now it stays in my pocket and I can compound it on other things, specifically doing extra work, doing extra Uber driving, having gas, that this kind of thing. So I just guess I want you to know, like people to know that when you get an extra guaranteed income that you don't have to do anything for,
Mm.
it's way more than $50.
Mm. Wow, that's interesting. Also, I love that there's value in spending the money on something that brings joy,
Yes.
happiness. Yes, you need to eat. Yes, you need to house yourself. And those are obviously needs that people have. But I love the stories when people tell us that they're using C4SI's cash um, uh, to bring happiness. So I have this great story where I met a woman on the streets of Oakland. I gave her a card that had $58 on it. And I always ask, how do you think you'll use this? And most people say food or gas. And she said,
Hmm.
you know what? My elementary school age son has pajama day coming up where the kids wear
Hmm.
pajamas to school. And she said
Hmm.
he wanted to stay home that day because his pajamas are old and worn. And now I'm going to buy him some new pajamas.
Oh,
And
there you go.
he's going to get to go to school and be happy. And I thought to myself, that's great. Right? Like, and that's the beauty of giving people cash is they know the elements of their life that they can enhance,
Yes.
right?
Yes. That's
Um,
right.
so I love those stories. So thank you for that, Isam.
The
So tell us.
the uh the old samurai used to say, don't focus on the big things, focus on the little ones.
Mm,
And it was a little different take. Their attitude was they wouldn't have gotten to be big things if you had taken care of them when they were little things.
right. Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
in this case, the little thing becomes a big thing.
Absolutely. And time with your granddaughter is that's important time, right? And
She
so
she she actually, just to give you an idea of what a big part of my life she is, my relationship with her is a little unusual. When she was born, I was having serious problems with my back.
okay.
I'd been to a couple specialists, and they basically told me there's really nothing we can do except surgery, which might not, it might not make things better. So my daughter went into labor. Her father wasn't here, so I went into the delivery room with her. About 2 weeks later, I realized um, my back wasn't bothering me anymore. I haven't had back problems since. I don't want to be too cerebral about it. I try not to be cerebral and say, oh, this is a gift. It's just is what it is.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of it has to do with not focusing so much on yourself.
Mm,
I was
interesting.
so happy with her that I just mentally or spiritually, whatever, forgot about my problems.
Yeah.
And so the guaranteed income card helps me spend time and do things with her because that's how important she is to me.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. I love that. So
Just
Isam,
to put
tell
that
us a little
in a
bit.
little perspective.
Yeah, I want you to tell our viewers a little bit more about you. So when
Oh,
Giselle Huff and I worked together to put together this guaranteed income, I reached out to our distribution partner, Trinity Center, and asked them to identify someone who was in need. They identified several people, um, and you were chosen. So there was a time in your life where you had this need, right? You were working with Trinity Center, but I also learned about you that you had a long professional career. So tell us a little bit about your journey, a little bit about your career, but then also how you got into the situation where you ended up reaching out to Trinity Center for some help.
yeah, I've had, when I retired from the mortgage insurance business.
Okay.
And I also worked in the publishing industry for quite a while for myself. I had my own publishing company, and I worked, basically, authored a few books, basically research material about how the errors that people were making financially with their credit and so forth.
Hmm.
And I did a lot of seminars around California on that issue. I feel I helped a lot of people. And then about 3 years ago, I was, for anyone that knows San Francisco, I was sitting across from the Maritime Center at Fisherman's Wharf in my car, drinking a cup of coffee, taking a break, felt absolutely fine, and had a heart attack.
Mm,
And this also might help people to let them know that there were no symptoms whatsoever.
mm,
People always think, I just felt weird all of a sudden.
mm.
If you ever feel weird, it's something you've never felt before, call 911.
Yeah, good advice.
You and I wouldn't be speaking right now if I hadn't done that. So of course, heart attack turned my world upside down.
Mm.
Um, I, um, I wasn't able to work. I ended up with a lot of financial problems, and my daughter couldn't help me, and she's actually the one that recommended I reach out to Trinity Center.
So can I interrupt for 1 minute? Because
Yes.
is it true that at this time you said you were retired? Were you over 65? Did you have Medicare?
Oh, yes, I did.
So you had Medicare, but even though you had Medicare, this health emergency caused you financial distress.
Absolutely.
Okay.
For the first time, I always said I understood this happening to people, but when it happens to you, you understand the all the details, all the peripheral things that you might not have come into contact with. So
Sure.
you lose your confidence. You can become depressed. You have to go through this therapy, and you don't know exactly what's going to happen next. So the Trinity helped me get my confidence back, helped me figure out what I needed to do. And actually, when the guaranteed income card opportunity came up, is someone who hasn't been through this can only imagine what a confidence builder, a little thing like that can do.
Hmm.
I was absolutely dumbfounded. I couldn't believe it. So it's a, like I said, to reiterate, it's a huge thing. Getting a guarantee. It's not even the money. It's not even the money. It's more about there's a person out there that I've never met, that cares about a perfect stranger.
Hmm.
This is a big thing. It's just a big thing.
Well, for those who don't know the Fund for Humanity or Giselle Huff, she has made this her late in life mission, advocating for guaranteed incomes and universal basic income. I met her 5 years ago, talked to her about C4SI. She supported us. But when C4SI decided to get into the guaranteed income space in a different way, again, permanent inflation adjusted guaranteed incomes, she was the first person I reached out to. We funded this together, and you've never met her, Isam, but she'll love hearing you say that. She does care about you and care about others, and she'll love to hear how this is helping you. So thank you for that. I want to ask one question. So you had this financial emergency, heart attack. Did you end up, because I know Trinity Center helped you find housing. Were you at any point homeless? Uh,
Yeah, I was. Uh, Trinity helped me in a couple ways. One way, they have this winter program where we several people can stay
Yep.
inside at the Armory and in Walnut Creek. That was a big help, and also it helped me reach out to um, a homeless shelter in Richmond,
Mm.
and also one in Concord.
Mhm.
Because of Trinity Center, I never spent a night outside.
Got it. Okay. But you were housing insecure. They helped you, and then
Yes,
they helped you find housing eventually, right? Because when I met you in
yes,
May of 25, you were housed.
yes, that's correct.
Got it. Okay.
That's correct.
Uh, well, this has been great. It's great to reconnect. Obviously, you and I have been in touch consistently over text and email, but haven't seen you in person since we had
Yeah,
our lunch
but
together.
not enough. I'd like to see you a lot more. I'd like to see you in person also in the very near future.
Oh, well, let's do lunch again. I'd love that. But I really
Yes.
appreciate you sharing your experience with our viewers. Like I said, you are our first guaranteed income. We now have four, and we are actively trying to get more because I think Giselle knows this better than I, but I think there's been like 187 pilots in the United States basically testing this idea, but they've all been temporary, right? They've given a family or a person $1,000 a month for 12 months, 18 months, and they get an academic to study the results, but they all
Hmm.
go away. They
Uh-huh.
all go
Uh-huh.
away, right? The
Yes.
only
Yes.
one doing permanent guaranteed incomes is C4SI. So I love
That's
the
amazing.
idea, Esam, that you're an old, you're an older gentleman, but you can know that you'll get this guaranteed income for the rest of your life as long as you need it. So I'm pretty excited about that.
So I guess what I need to do is make sure I have a lot of years of my life left so I can keep getting the money.
Yeah, sounds good to me. Well, Isa, I appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you, Bram.